Praise the Lord, everybody. There's something that just must be said. This is season 2, and this is called, my fault, I meant to say episode 2. This episode is going to be referring to more towards spiritual growth. And so, I gotta say, this one is going to be called The Importance of Prayer. Or should I say prayer's importance? Praying. Not enough people do it. It's like people just go on about life. People just risk everything. Talking about you only live once. But baby, you can die twice. The second death, thrown in the lake of fire. Lord have mercy. The people that will suffer that. I mean, my heart hurts for them right about now. I mean, seriously, it hurts. I don't like the fact they gotta go through that, but that is their choice. But then again, that's why I'm not God, because I can't give you the just punishment. I mean, I can't judge you, because it feels like to me, if you was wrong or right, kill or anything, I'd let you make it. But that's why I'm not God. I ain't fit. Hello, I ain't fit at all. Okay, because for one thing, I'm a little too stuck off on the emotional side, and sometimes that emotional side limits the things I allow myself to do, or the things that I'm allowed to do, is because them emotions, they take a big toll on what I'm willing to do. In a day of emotional stress, I can sit there for an hour in emotional stress and drain myself, like I'm tired from an 8-hour shift at work. Some people don't realize the power of stress and how it can drain you. So I will say this: prayer is a great key here. Praying. Let me tell you the power of prayer. When you can pray, for one thing, and all of a sudden feel your spiritual father just come into you and give you complete joy and happiness and worrylessness. I mean, just let everything go. You just happy, you proud, you full of joy and peace. You're not limited, you're not stressing about anything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you can do that, I mean, it's just a miracle. It's amazing so many people don't do it. Power of prayer some more. Prayer has saved lives. Prayer has kept people going. Prayer has done things beyond most imagination. Yeah, we got dudes sitting here probably thinking to themselves, I'm too hard to pray. Talking about what is praying? The only thing, and talking about worshiping. Boy, what, money? All that worship is, once again, just like I talked about in season 1, false idols and money and females, girls, just clothes, material things that will not leave with you when you leave and go to your grave. You want to say that house that you got sitting on that corner, yeah, with all the rooms and stuff in it is yours. Okay, but when you die, is it going with you? Nah, somebody else gonna put their name on that thing. It ain't yours no more. That's all I'm saying. So let that go, people. Let that go. But yes, back to praying. See, that's one thing about me. I'll talk about one thing and chain off into something else. I gotta be careful. I'm on a segment here. I can't forget my topic, and that's a habit with us speakers. So let me say that. Let me throw that out there. Because some segments you might see me just, I forgot where I am. I don't know where I am. I forgot the topic. I mean, yeah. I don't want to forget the topic. So with that being said, praying, importance of praying, has saved lives, has helped people with great outcomes. Just praying that somebody will win a competition. If God sees fit to that prayer, he'll let it be answered. I mean, ain't nobody else being prayed for. Why not them? I mean, you know what I'm saying? The importance of prayer. It has great power. It's amazing. Because when the preacher calls you to the front of a church and says, come here, let me pray for you, and he want to pray God's protection over you and you don't go type stuff, oh, that hurt me at church. But I'm not going to speak nothing on that. Yeah, the Spirit just put on me. Don't even speak about that. I'll obey, even on camera. Obey. But just not. I mean, when the power of prayer, people deny it. The power of God, people deny it. And so much power comes through prayer. Because some people, I hear their prayers and it feels a lot different in the atmosphere than when I do it. Some people, I just love it when they pray. But then there's some where you just can't feel it because it's empty or because they don't do it in their own time. They're not prayer mature. They just, your prayers change over time as you mature in the spirit. So, with that being said, prayer is how you grow. People talking about how do I get a good relationship with God. That is another segment. Oh, yes. But prayer is one of the ways. What is praying? Well, how do I pray? It's simply sitting there talking to God. Have people not got this? Have they not got this yet? They must didn't get the memo, man. I mean, praying, sitting there just talking to God. You can go so far as to ask God, how's his day going? Hey, I don't do it, but hey, get your start somewhere. Talk to God, and try your hardest to listen to him. You know right from wrong, so you can put it like this. You can sometimes know when he's talking based off what you hear. If you're some dumb and off the wall talking about, boy, look at you depressed, go jump off a cliff. You know that ain't God talking. Yeah, people listen to it. People listen to them thoughts when it's the enemy. Pray for wisdom. Pray for discernment. Pray for peace of mind. Just a peace. Joy. Pray for these things. Great wisdom. Please do it. You gotta be wiser. Because let me tell you something. You ain't wise if you're smart. They're two different things. You can be smart and have all the knowledge in the world, but you ain't wise if it ain't used correctly. It's like a strategist on the battlefield. He can know how to put the strategy in motion all day. But it takes a wise man to make sure it goes accordingly. Period. You can be smart and be like, oh, I know not to do right. I know right from wrong. I'm smart. I know right from wrong. But then you go and do the wrong thing anyway. You're smart, but you're not wise. For real, there is a difference. It even said in the Bible, in the last days, people would be weaker, but smarter. Notice he didn't say wiser. He just said smarter. But you'll be weaker. I can testify that. Just look at church and how it was back in the old days and how it is today. And how some stuff just don't line up to how it used to be. Back in the old days, you tried to prophesy something to somebody. You tried to prophesy to him, and another preacher was sitting there. He could call you out, take you by your hand and sit you down and say you a liar in front of everybody in front of their church. But nowadays, oh, we just want to hear anything. Oh, we just want to hear God. Oh my God, we just want to hear him, and we'll listen to anything. When some of your spirits will tell you that ain't for me, you'll start believing the lie. Let me tell you how bad it is. You'll start believing the lie. How somebody prophesied to you, talking about you've been praying lately for a job. And you thinking to myself, I got a high paying job, but you want everything like, yes. You over here, you know dang well, you just feeding into that. You just feeding into it. And he like, oh, I was right. Okay, let me trail on them lines. Yes, you've been praying for a job. God said he's going to give it to you in a week. You take that, and then when it don't happen, you all of a sudden angry at God. And you blame God rather than the person who lied on God like that. Yes. See how I trailed off again? Amazing. Horrible. Be like, oh, let me call him up. Jesus, I need you to give me more focus, because I hate talking on segments and trailing off. I do that in conversations too. People know that, and I will forget my topic. But I thank you today that I remember. If you can hear me up there in heaven, country. All right, I thought we was breaking up. All right. So yes, praying is very important. Praying over family that they're protected just before you go to work. You know you're not gonna be home to protect them and watch over them. Trust God to take over. Make sure your house is not broken into. Pray for loved ones. Pray that they're doing okay. Pray that their walk with God, they're improving rather than getting worse, as I see in some. It disappoints me a little. I gotta be honest, it kind of disappoints me. But you know what? I intend on being in touch with these people, and I intend on pushing them to get back to God. Period. I mean, pushing them. And in the same time, I want to push myself and make sure they get back to God with me. Or should I say, I get back to Him with them. I may be with Him, but I'm not as deep in Him as I would like to be. Just like if you heard that song by what is it? Marvin Sapp. It's called Deeper. Marvin Sapp, Deeper. It is one of the greatest songs I've ever heard. Like, oh my God. The place that I'm in can no longer contain my destiny. It's calling me deeper. It's calling me deeper. Oh my gosh. Just, I want to hear that song now. I'm about to start jamming on camera. But deeper, deeper. It's calling me deeper. Deeper, deeper. Oh. No, I ain't singing on camera. That was a fake laugh. Nah, yeah, it was. But anyway, just calling me deeper. Deeper in Him. Deeper in prayer. Growing on people. Spreading the love and the peace. It's not enough for that nowadays. And think about it. If us Christians weren't here praying, if us Christians just were not here, if it wasn't some of us trying to live right, and everybody just going on, carrying on with life, and just living it wrong, just how much more crime would you see on the streets right about now? Because that person that you know in church that's praying and getting right and all that kind of stuff, they'll be the same person out there putting a gun to your head. Why? Now, why is that? Oh, they ain't living a Christian life. There's a reason for us to be here, folks. We have a responsibility here. Pray on. Did you know witchcrafts and warlocks and things like that, these people pray against us Christians at night? Oh yeah. But then when God tap us and try to get us to wake up out of sleep, we lay there and force ourselves to go back to sleep. But He clearly said, I need you to get up on your knees and pray right about now. Pray, pray, pray. Because they praying against you, speaking curses over our lives, speaking to where we have a shortness of sleep, where we're just tired, where we're just weak, where we got increased temptation. I was wondering, because as I heard this in church Sunday, which was just yesterday, right now it's Monday, again, just like with the last segment when I recorded. Yes, so here it is, May 6th, on a Monday. And let's just say I was hearing that these witches and warlocks and stuff like that, as they describe themselves, although they're human beings, what's in them. Just like we say we're angels hidden in our bodies, or spirits in these human bodies, they're basically witches and warlocks hidden in human bodies. They pray against us. They don't like us. They go against God and everything He's about. And here we are, When God's saying wake up and pray cover over yourself and over all the loved ones, pray for everyone. And yet we don't, and we wonder why our week is so much hell. We didn't get up and pray when God said pray. Now all them curses they spoke over you was spoken to existence. They spoken into the atmosphere, and you didn't pray it out of the atmosphere. Because you selfish. Stubborn. The Bible talk about that. Stubborn and selfish. The Bible talks about that. And here I am dressed for spiritual warfare. If you can see the camo, yeah. People, all I can say is pray. Pray for me, please. I do gotta say that. Because I can tell they praying against us on the real. Because I noticed for the past few weeks, it must be increased activity because I'm experiencing greater amounts of temptation daily. And it's happening on a larger scale. But now I realize, Birdie, you been praying for the past few days? No. So you feeling everything that they praying on. You catching everything they throw at you. Because you ain't prayed to where you can dodge it. So you hitting it, getting hit with everything. No. It's not the way you do that. No. When God wake up in the middle of the night, start praying. You can't go wrong with praying. So I'm asking that y'all pray, man. It's important. I'm praying for y'all every night before work and every morning after work, which I will pray after I'm done recording this segment. But much love to y'all, man. I love y'all, every last one of y'all, stranger and non-stranger. So if I say I love you, don't look funny at me. Like this, no. I don't like Bird no more. Talking about he on the down low. Dudes, I don't mean it like that. Brotherly love, sisterly love. You know what I'm saying? I got y'all back at the end of the day. That's why I pray for y'all. If you really love someone, one of the greatest things you can do for somebody you love is pray for them. Because it's powerful. Prayer can be the thing that gets them through their day. You don't know if they finna go commit suicide, but the fact that you prayed, God comes into their mind and looses them suicidal thoughts. Cancel every assignment of the enemy. Oh, Lord. Y'all don't realize the power of prayer can change. I have a soul belief that it can even change the world. But not enough people do it. Praying. Do it daily. I love y'all, man. Keep up the joy, keep up the peace, keep up the love. It's not enough of it nowadays. The more we got people doing it, the more people we got doing it, the better. This has been season 2, episode 2. I was looking at these birds like, oh my God. But yes. Y'all have a good day. I hope as many people as possible see this. And I hope it touched your heart. I pray that it touched your heart and that you received it correctly and not in an offensive way. Okay? Peace out.